Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa leading the District Development Model Presidential Imbizo to Sedibeng this morning. The Imbizo is held under the theme, Leave No One Behind. Leaders from all three spheres of government will interact with residents on service delivery challenges which communities have brought to government's attention, as well as plans for development of the district. For more on this, let's cross back to our colleague Mbalenhle Mthethwa. A very good day to you once again, Mbalenhle. What's the latest where you are?
Well, Desiree, we are standing outside a marquee where the president is expected to address residents here. We are at the Sharpeville Cricket Stadium where people have started trickling in their numbers. We know some of the issues that they would like to hear the president addressing or speaking to. These are service delivery issues. You would have heard a little bit earlier on one of the residents talking about energy security, bemoaning the fact that electricity cuts go on for hours on end, speaking about the fact that the area has not had electricity since 5 a.m. this morning. These are just some of the issues that the president will need to speak to. It's unclear what he's being briefed about in that closed meeting that we do understand is happening right now as we speak, which is why the program hasn't started, even though it was due to start at 10 a.m. I'm joined by the acting DG from the office of the Premier, who's going to talk to us about, why they've chosen this area and what exactly they plan to do to address some of these challenges. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Why Sedibeng District Municipality?
Thank you very much, Mbali, and good morning to the viewers at home. We have chosen Sedibeng, working with the Office of the President and COCTA, because indeed Sedibeng is one of the economically depressed areas. We all know that it used to be a thriving economy in terms of steel industry and the primary sector, but over time things have changed. So we are wanting to come here in the first instance to see how best we can look at other critical economic sectors wherein we can create job opportunities for young people and many other people in this region. That's why one of the things we have done, led by the Premier, is to invest in a special economic zone, working with the national departments, particularly the DTI, but also we're working with the Department of Water and Sanitation to solve the water issues here. We're also working with ESCOM, in particular the DPME, to make sure that all the issues that are being raised are attended to. So the district development model, in essence, is about working together as provincial government, the municipalities, the national government, but the key issue as well is to bring the social communities on board, bring the private sector so that we can deliver better together in line with what the president has asked us to do, creating social compacts.
Okay, certainly. I mean, which sectors are you looking to, revive economic activity in? I mean, could be tourism, manufacturing, as you've also mentioned. Are you also going to be seeing, efforts to try and restore not forestry, but agriculture in the area?
Tourism is big in this area. Remember, this is especially where we are now, it's Sharpeville. So we have to work with the leadership of this region to invest in tourism and create a big tourism route, which is what we've been doing. But also agriculture is also big. We're working with them to invest in agro-processing. The cannabis industries is also big here. So these are some of the critical sectors that together with the municipality and national government we're investing in. Of course, services is also another critical area that we're working with the municipality on.
Okay. Now, services is really important if you're trying to also boost business confidence. I mean, if you are going to have businesses in the area, you need to have good roads and as well as, a reliable supply of energy, water and all of those. You did mention it just a little bit at the beginning, but can you please give us just in greater detail how you plan to address some of these very pertinent issues?
Since we had put this municipality under Section 139, one of the critical investment has been on road network. So we've been working with them to not just sort out potholes, even fix new roads, completely bring in new roads in this area, because it's important to make sure that there's ease and movement of goods in this area. Since we also came here, we've been able to work with the Department of Water and Sanitation to make sure that the issue of environment and water infrastructure is also attended to. The third aspect is the energy issue. The energy issue is another critical area that we are working with DPME and ESCOM to make sure that communities, first and foremost, they are able to pay, but there's predictability in relation to whether there's a reduction of load or load shedding. So these are some of the things that we can only achieve if we invest in this concept of district development model, working together with communities to solve their issues.
And are there any timelines in terms of, when people can start seeing, this project or this plan bearing fruit? I mean, that's what people want to hear. When?
Of course, every plan that you put in place, it's got a year, is an annual performance plan. But every quarter, we report as officials to the Premier, to the President, and to the Mayor as to what we have been able to do to solve those issues. You can take the example of the financial recovery of this municipality. It has gone well, but we've been reporting regularly, quarterly. So it's not just to wait for a year. Every quarter, we give quarterly report on all of these plans that I'm mentioning. So it's not that this will take 2 years, 3 years. It's important to regularly say to people, with regards to the issue of energy, where are we at quarterly, indeed even fourth quarter, and indeed annually.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it, Acting DG at the Office of the Premier, Mduduzi Mbada, just giving us an update as to how the province plans to address some of the issues, also outlining plans to revive economic activity within the area. This is in an effort to create employment for residents in the area. Also speaking about those service delivery issues that were raised by some residents, talking about plans to try and resolve those. The province really working together with the Department of Water to try and resolve issues around water, also issues of electricity, also taking center stage during that conversation. We do expect the president to be arriving anytime now, and we will hear more as to how the government plans to address some of these pertinent issues in this district municipality. It's back to you in studio.